That's it, man. Game over, 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 game
Yo! Yo, 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 yo. Happy Thursday to those who celebrate and recognize Thursday. To you, a good day. A good day, sir. Or madam. I think we really need a... Is there like a sir, madam equivalent for someone who does not... who is non-binary? There you go, that's the term. I wish there was one, because I'd like to throw that in. Feel good. Feel good. Z6, or Zy6. Hey, welcome in over on YouTube. Good to see you, mate. Caterpillar, Mechanical Wire, Het Tanis. Welcome in as well. Everybody lurking back there. Welcome. Hope you guys are doing good. Having a good day, I guess. I don't know. As good as you can make it, right? Without crack cocaine. Nah. I'm kidding. Kidding. It's a joke. The only good thing about Thursday is Sid's stream. All right, I will take that honor, and I will bring it up in awkward scenarios to try to win arguments or get out of uncomfortable situations. They gotta work. It's worked great so far. Oh, mates. Well, welcome in, everybody. I hope you're doing good. We got stuff to do today. Kind of. I don't know. I didn't work on anything for us to do today yesterday. Like, I have a day off, and where I don't, where I'm not streaming, obviously. I don't know why I had to explain that, sorry. And I'll try to use those days to work on other stuff and to get stuff ready for the stream. I just did the first part. And honestly, I didn't get as much done. I got stuff done, so at least I got stuff done, but really could have been cooler if I got a lot more stuff done. But one thing I'm working on, or I've started the process of, is so we have. If you haven't noticed, we have all this nonlinear circuits modules. They're all white, and we are putting them into a giant case. Well, I guess it's not a giant case, but it's a big one, and to be known as Space Station. And I've been getting a lot of modules, and all the modules are from the same designer, Andrew from Nonlinear Circuits. And so I was thinking, like, well, I need to make videos and make demos of this, because they're, but I didn't want to, like, do it again, So I went on YouTube and I basically researched all the modules that I was interested in doing first, like oh, this would be quick and easy, or I wouldn't have to, this wouldn't be a ton of work, which is always when you're doing stuff, it's kind of best to start with the easy thing first sometimes. So I was like, oh, this will be good, and I went and looked up YouTube videos to see, like, how many other ones were already doing that. And I didn't even look at the videos. I figured once I get further down I could, but I just kind of glanced over what they were, and I'm like, okay, this looks like a demo. Oh, this looks like a build walkthrough. Okay, that's cool. You know, things like that. I was kind of looking for just different deals that highlighted that, and so I got that done. I got like a couple of videos figured out. One, get this, there's like no video on the clump. The clump is a 4x4 matrix, but all points are VCAs. So you can control the matrix completely with a CV, which is great for spaceman music and drone tone. But, yeah. So I got to make one about that. But to be fair, there isn't much to say about the topic. You just, it's a matrix. But I figure I could. I was gonna write up some patch ideas and different stuff like here it is in a voltage control situation. Here it is in an audio rate situation. Why did I say that backwards? Voltage control. That was weird. Even as I said it, I was like, I don't. What the? Ugh. So, control voltage, whatever. I wanted to try CV and AC, and have examples with that. But to be honest, I'm gonna have to dig into my brain for like some of that. I mean, the audio one's kind of easy to do because you can just kind of do whatever the fuck. But the CV one is a bit of a challenge, and that's kind of when it's aimed at too, because it has the inverters on it. So, anyways, get clumped. Yeah, no voltage control today. 720V, no circuit breakers, straight to the nipples. 720V to the nips. That would that would absolutely kill you, because your heart's right in between there. That's not good. You don't want that. These nuts. CVD's nuts. Oh, anyways, what other video? Let me see real quick. Yeah, there's really not much on the foyer, which is interesting. And the attack release sequencer, there's not a lot. There's a ton of videos on the sloth, so I'm not even gonna bother. There's like so many videos about the sloth. And the Timber, there's not a lot of content on that one either, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, just gold. How you doing? All right. So anyways, we should probably, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, so I don't know. Do we want to, we have some repairs to do. We've got these Shure microphone belt packs from the early aughts. The Audis. They're so old that one of them has the old company name, because it used to be Shure Brothers, but then they dropped the brothers part. It's just Shure Brothers. That joke doesn't work. But like I don't even, I think, I don't know. I think we're harvesting a part to replace a part, but we might be able to still buy the part, so we'll find out. We gotta take it apart. I have to see if it's still modular. Our volume went up there. So like all the Shure stuff that I've taken apart, like the microphones and the belt packs, even their fucking units, extremely modular. Everything's fucking modular. And it makes sense because they could easily go, well, we'll just swap this small circuit board out to make it do this now. You know, it's kind of like that. But I don't know if that's always been the case. Sure, bro. Sure. I'm so full of myself. I just finished a lovely gift for a friend of mine. She just moved house, but had to leave a table behind her dad made, and unbeknownst to them, I cut a strip of the table, epoxied it to the exact size and thick glass with LED and Arduino in between. Great house. Oh, that's very cool. Yo, Doey. Yeah. I'm trying to like. I was a little tired, so I slept in a little bit, but I'm trying to get the stream to start early, especially since it's daylight savings or it's not or whatever. I don't know. Now I'm on mountain time and not Pacific. So, you know, got that going for me. Sort of. Not really. So I have a weird thing coming up, and I'm kind of debating it in my brain. I will try. I told them we would rehearse, but this one company I work for. They're an industry company. They have like a party every year, and they have it at this really cool place I like, and it's got like a stage and music venue. It's kind of one of the more well-known venues here in the valley, and we're there like on a Tuesday afternoon, and so we get the stage to ourselves. And last year they had some bands play and so forth, but I missed it because they had pinball, and so I just went and played pinball. And it was away from the stage, so I didn't really get to see shit. But my friend was asking me about it, and he was wanting to do like probably modular or whatever. But I was like, could I play bass? And you do synths? Because I was like, I don't have anything mobile set up, and I really don't want to set up a mobile, a live rig. I just don't want to mess with it. It just, the idea of it is like, no, that's more work. And at the same time, I kind of wanted to do that last year. So, hopefully I'll be jamming with some synths. Be nice. Because then I won't have to try to turn the knobs with my elbows and my booty. Booty switching is not as awesome as it sounds. It's pretty sucky. Wait, what? Workshop curing, Sinistrip, but before I wrap it up, sure. And I'm trying to figure out what to eat for lunch. Yeah, wollen Sie Rollerwurst. Bratwurst on a hot dog rolled in a convenience store. That sounds super healthy. Afterwards, when you're done, do they just like let you kick your mouth back and they just fill your mouth with whipped cream at the end of it? That sounds like a freaking good idea, man. They call that the whippersnapper. That's how you can get your dairy. Oh, canned cheese. That's it. My bad. My bad. Of course. You're just like. By the way, that was canned cheese. I replayed everything in my head. Thought, ooh, that could be taken out of context. That could be taken out of context. That was canned cheese. I pantomimed that I was spraying into my mouth, like that, you know? But it's not real. It's definitely nothing else than canned cheese that I was holding in my hand. That's why I had my thumb over the canned cheese. You know what? I see what's happening. The more I talk, the deeper the hole gets with canned cheese. Definitely canned cheese. Just going to say that, make that clear. All right. I feel like I'm wasting precious canned cheese time. The cheese, yeah, that's the good shit. So the trick is, with that canned cheese, if you press it slightly, it'll shoot out like a little burp. But if you press onto it, it comes out in this beautiful, elegant frill, like you're some sort of like pastry chef, but with cheese. I don't know what that is. A dairy pastry chef? No, that doesn't make sense. An artist, a god. What are we doing today? I forgot it. Oh, yeah. The busted microphones. Wo sind die microphone? There they are. So I'm pretty sure this is a parts one. I think is the plan. And this is the one that we'll be actually working on. The way I know this is through this label. I really recommend, if I'm not saying do it, I'm just saying, like, if anything comes across my desk, there needs to be a piece of tape with like a 2 to 3 word description of what's up. Because I wouldn't remember. And I remembered telling them this. And for that, I'll remember again. You don't have it over there? Oh, It's not the worst. Over here. I feel like there we go. It's not the worst, but oh shit. Just took the damn screen right off. So these mics, if I remember correctly, it's from like a little children, I don't know what age group it is, but they do. It's a theater thing, I believe. So this says Miss Phelps Love or Lavendar. Yeah, I guess that's the character. I don't know. Oh man, look at that. I got tape on tape. There was another one that said 4B. Ugh, that's insane. All right. Where? Oh, scheisse. Motherfucker. All right, we ain't got no batteries, so we will have to take these out, so I'm just going to do it now, because I remember last time that was extremely humiliating. Limburger. Oh, God, that'd be good. I am Dutch, we have cheese. Yeah, but I mean, like, processed cheese. I'm not saying, like, it's great by any means. I'm not one of those guys. I love cheese, too. I'm just saying, it's a flavor. And if you ever have the opportunity to try it, I would recommend it. And I love cheese, but that stuff's pretty wild. You could be right. I don't know. They're frickin' kids, man. I could beat them at almost most trivia. You know, how much do you think your average 10-year-old knows about, oh, shit. Um, 90s grunge music. Yeah. All right. Anyways. All right, we're gonna separate this. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe there's more screws. No. Oh. This is great. So it's still a modular connector. It actually doesn't look damaged. Let's scope it, cause I can't tell. I can't tell shit. So the soul of the connector. Oh. I gotta admit, I don't know a lot about electronics. You know, a lot of it's kind of just interpreting what is best and kind of, you know, fishing it out. I really don't know the science or anything like that. You know, I couldn't tell you what a capacitor does or how exactly a resistor functions or how that equate to each other within a circuit, especially with an operational amplifier. But there is one thing I do know, and that is the high impedance air gap. Now, this phenomenon is quite common and quite elusive. Here is a fucking great example of it. There should be 4 pins, but that pin has clearly been sheared off, stolen most likely by a pirate. How do I know it was a pirate? That's called detective work. Okay, so we figured out. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm narrating I'm doing Chris Hansen narrations. Can you have a seat? Have a seat. Have a seat. What were you planning to do? What were you planning to do? We have the conversations. Okay, so we have got 2 options. We could probably get one of these Shure connectors. These Shure, we can get one of these connectors again from Shure. Now, I we'll have to look. This little collar will keep. Yeah, but I think this is the same thing they use on the newer ones. The only difference is the newer ones don't have they don't have these pins. This ribbon cable. They have like pins, and they just seat into a header. Now we can do that, or we do have what I'm pretty confident is a parts one. Let's look at its connector first before we go deep. Make sure it's not susceptible. Okay, it's got all 4 pins. Ooh, frame drop. It's got all 4 pins. What are you guys doing? The tongue twisters? Yeah, so we could probably get them from, shit. I keep forgetting their name. I was telling this to my buddy when he brought them in, and I was like, yeah, I can probably just order the connectors from, and I couldn't remember the name then, and then he was like, blah, 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 and I was like, wah, 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 and then we were like, wah. It was really cute. No. I'll just use the internet. I'll find it. Shure. XLR. Connector. Part. Full compass. There we go. That was the name I was trying to remember. Full compass. So, let me pull up the full compass meter 9000. Alright. So this isn't what we need. I just typed in microphone. It would be a... Man, I don't even think they have this model. This would be a U1. So we'll try that. Sure. U1. Holy smokes. They have the clip for the U1. That's insane. If I end up ordering from this, but that's all they have. This other one that I'm covering up, this guy here, it's a rotary switch, which I don't even know what the hell that's about. There's no rotary switching in here. So let's look at the UR. Oops. The UR, yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for, the TAF connector. So that's the other end. We need the other side of it. There's the washer. I could just put the whole thing in, but I'm kind of curious what the hell they have. What? Okay, good. Man, let me fix this. Give me just a second here. Alright, there we go. That's a lot easier. Alright, we're looking for this. We're looking for this. So, I'm almost positive this is the exact same figure form. But as you can see, they changed it and did this. But for $13, we can have this. I don't know if it's really worth it or not. No, not on these. These are digital. These are all digital. You just have push buttons to change the freaks. There's no rotary. There is another one. I think I know what you're talking about. But I think it's the one right underneath this. Here. Let's look. Yeah, we got our rocker switch, we got our power. I'm seeing crystals and stuff, and then we have the interface board. Yeah, and then we have our 2 buttons to set the mode and channel and whatever the dumb crap is. And you can also, I think these, I don't know if these lock or not. That'd be cool. But yeah, anyways, this, I don't know. I think the best thing to do is to harvest the one from here, put it in here, tell the client, hey, I robbed Paul to pay Peter. However, if you would like to make Peter whole again, it's like $15, you know. And I could get a clip too, a new clip for it, because they sell the clips. And then he'll be like, yeah, let's do that. Let me pick up that working one for my wife's theater group. I can't remember exactly what it is. That doesn't seem like the right word. It's like with kids, though. It's like children's theater. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I'm trying to say. And I have a special place in my heart for that. Because when I worked at this, that's how I learned live audio. I worked at this venue, and it was an art gallery music venue, but most of the time we did bands. There was some spoken word, there were DJs, there was all kinds of other shit, but most of the time it was bands. But one time, in the daytime, before it really opened up, or turned into an evening venue, I guess you could say, in the daytime, we had 2 performances for 2 days of this children's theater version of The Princess Bride. I did one, and then I ended up coming back and watching every performance. I had to do 2, and I did mine, but then I went into my buddy who did the other one and watched it again. Like, I watched it 4 times. It was the funniest thing. I still have memories. I have little mementos from it. It's honestly like a highlight of my, like, you know, doing anything like this. Like, there's some really great productions that you do and you're a part of that, like, really are awesome. But that thing was the most wholesome, like, funniest, cutest, you know, and it was really good. Like, the kids, everybody nailed it. Everybody nailed it. Nobody was like, you know, nobody wasn't there who didn't freaking, like, was just on fire. It was so much fun. I'll have to give you just an example because I really can't describe it, you know, really well, but I'll give you one example. So the character in The Princess Bride, Vicini, you know, inconceivable. I forget the guy's name. His name's kind of weird. It's like Wallace something. But he's the actor who played him. So in the children's theater version that we did, or that I was a part of, I should say, I wouldn't even do it, Vicini was played by this little girl. And And she, you know, a lot of times you have Sean Wallace. Thank you. A lot of hey, welcome in, Hayes. A lot of characters in that are pretty solid in the way that they. I mean, I've watched The Princess Bride a ton of times. It's a great movie, but that all those took it to another. And so you had this little girl who would yell inconceivable, and it wasn't like him at all. It was something else, and it was just every time the crowd laughed, everybody laughed. It was so funny the way that she did it, and yeah. Anyways, I know I'm rambling, but it was really, really cool. So point being, I really, really love children's theater stuff, and to have any opportunity to do even the tiniest thing, like fix one of the mics, is like something I'm like all over. Sean Young. Mine are. Wait, sorry. What are you working on? Are you a musician or something? Hardware nerds are the best. Hey, mate. I'm sorry I read your message so late there. I think I was on a ramble. Hopefully you're still in the chat. Yeah, we're working on these Shure wireless microphone packs. We have a broken one, and then I believe this is a donor one because it's pretty fucked. I can't remember the rest of the sentence. I did audio design here for a high school and college. Nice. Wallace Shawn. Okay, that's what I thought. It was Wallace Shawn, yeah. Crazy name. Hey, Tron Dog over on YouTube. Welcome in. The video production for college. Oh, nice. Nice. All right. Well, yeah, let's execute the plan. So I think what's going to be best is we desolder it from here and just try to salvage this ribbon cable. Leave it there because to get to it is not going to be easy. I still don't understand how this thing is connected together. Oh, yeah, there's like a multi-pin connector here. I do not want to mess with that. It looks like a real unexciting. Although, no. Let's do this because this will give us two options. If we F up, we can just do it the other way. All kinds of silly skits music. Nice. I think I lost. Mina. All right. Let's go. Let's go. We'll take this guy apart. Oh, man, I don't know why these screws want to go towards the springs. Science should study that. Oh, scheisse. Okay. There you go. And then... Oh yeah, you gotta be smarter than the gear. Let's take this clip off. Oh man. Oh, good. I thought that was like liquid. Liquid. Okay. I don't know why this keeps doing. That's so funny. I guess I should just try opening it up and then pulling that off. I don't know why I keep doing it the forbidden way. Interesting. These are very, very different revisions. The connectors are the same, so it's not a big deal, but yeah, one of these things is not like the other quite a bit. So, for starters, the antenna block.
Brand new!
Oh! Gofflin coming in with that follow. Welcome into the channel. And a good day to you. Yeah, the antenna block is, I didn't even look at this. Oh, it's just a wire, but this one actually has, I guess, a copper block or whatever that comes down. But it's right next to the crystal, so I wonder if that, I don't know, that's interesting. And then, this is all the same, pretty much. But, yeah, these coils and everything, it looks like it got reduced down to one. These giant caps here. These are, I believe these are electrolytics. Maybe not. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. And they look like those kind that sit on their side from the 90s, but this is too old to be from that time. A time of foolishness. Actually, it was more like the 80s, 90s. I didn't know what they were messing with back then. Damn fools. I like how there's like important information written on this in Sharpie. It's a good going. Golfin, welcome in, mate. Hello. Oh yeah, anybody that's, I should mention, anybody new to the channel or anything or whatnot, down there, those are your stream avatars, those little duders running around there. This goes true for the YouTubers as well. There's a box, there's a link, and it'll take you to stream avatars, little deal, and you can go and choose your character in there. Exclamation point commands brings up all the different moves that they can do. There's some hidden commands. There's games built into it. Good times. 20 hours every. Yeah, I know, right? I don't wanna do that. I saw this video yesterday of a guy, and he was like recapping a Game Boy, and I'm sorry, not a Game Boy, a Game Gear. And I was like, oh, I know that routine. I know what's up. And I'm watching them like work on this thing, and the whole time I'm kind of like wigging out because they were basically they were consoleizing it. They were turning it into a console. But they never took the like inductor off. So they always had this high voltage just waiting to get touched, you know, and I was just
Brand new!
ooh, DJ Hawk 26666666. Welcome into the channel. Thank you for that follow. Yeah, like they like the whatever it is, because it's like a higher voltage or whatever for the fluorescent on the Game Gear. And they never took that part off, and I'm just like watching the video the whole time, and they're just like barehanded on it, and I'm like, dude. At least they weren't wearing rings. If that, like my dumbass, but that would have been the best. Like they're wearing rings. Did you see this arc? I don't know how many volts those fluorescents use. It can't be a tiny amount. a painful amount. A make you poop amount. You might poop yourself. So be careful. Anyways, I don't know what these are. All I know is that the connector is the same. So I'm just gonna, oh, and I put this one upside down. There we go. It's like a little top hat. Yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect it from the pins here on both these Rude Boys, and then we'll swap them out. Or I guess, honestly, well, I'll keep the part in here because it could be useful later. Probably not, though. I could desolder the connector itself because it's done. There's like, I don't think there's any way to repair or any desire to repair that T, what is it, like, it's called a T4A or whatever. I always forget. I always have to look it up like a schmuck. Oh, so it calls it a TQG for the UR. Yeah, oh wait, but that's the UR1. But that's still the same. It's the same connector. Yeah. It's just a stupid name. Yeah, because I don't... Let's look one more time here. Yeah. That thing got sheared off. I don't know how to fix that. That inside part might be replaceable, but like, what the hell for? They're like $12. Oh, here, let me get a different shot here. They're like $12 for these connectors. Well, 15 after shipping and handling. Such exquisite handling. But not so great shipping. That's weird. I should leave reviews like that. Great shipping, excellent handling. Superior handling. What are we doing again? I forgot. Oh, yeah, I gotta turn this snottering iron on. See if it goes to 480, baby. I think that'll be fine. I mean, I really don't need it to be that hot. You know what we could do, though? We could do the Seeger knife tip for this. Well, it's too late now. The iron's already hot. Oh, well. It's a good thought, right? Good guess. Good try. Oh, the knife tip. Talking about the knife tip. It's a knife tip that I love. I'm talking about the knife tip. Okay, I gotta stop and do a rap version of that. So, where's the page? There it is. Alright, so we're to temp. I'm trying to think. I think we could just... That'll work. That'll work. Oh, Sobernark. It's been a while, but happy to see. Hey, mate. Welcome in. Yeah, I wasn't able to stream that much. Let me put a little juice on here just to wet my iron, really. I had a bunch of work last month and freelance work, and so I was on the road or just busy, and yeah, I should have taken my advice and done the knife tip. It's like Bob Seger. Oh, the knife tip. Maybe we can Maybe we can just... Yep, we can.
Brand new!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got G1 or glum. I think I figured that one out. A little on time. Close enough. All right, so that is a viable way to remove it. Holy shit. Okay, so maybe that other one wouldn't have been compatible. We would have had to harvest the connector off of it because I didn't notice this. Look at that. There's like resistors and capacitors on here. That's insane. I hope our other guy has that. Let me check. It does, but they are... Okay, they're the same arrangement, but they're different components. They're definitely not the same. That's wild. Welcome in, mate. Good day. Good days to you. And a good days to you. Welcome in, mate. We are working on some... We're doing some repairs first. We've got these little microphones from Children's Theater. We're really old. And by really old, I mean over 20 years old. Probably. And one of the connectors has broken. We're taking the one off this parts one, and we're going to put it on the busted one, replace it, make it good as new. And then in the future, oh, looks, something's happened here. In the future, we're going to contact, we're going to get this to the owner or the client, what have you, and then mention to them that we could possibly get a replacement one to make this one fixed as well, but I don't know what they want to do. We can't repair this antenna that's busted. There's this, so I you know. And we did discover, even though these are from the same series, this is a very different revision because they are quite different. Oh! Sobernark! Giving that gift sub love out. Thank you so very much, mate. That's very kind of you. Very cool of you. Verchus is in the house. Oh my gosh. How you doing, mate? Clean 2 other pads for found. Oh man. Brutal. Brutal haze. Oh, we're in an ad break. All right, I'm trying to make the ads keep me stretching, working out, trying to not get too fat. So yeah, I got to get the dance parties back in. I think that cardio was the real trick. Oh my God. Hold up, I got like a basket weaving contest on this cable here. Toot toot. Yeah, it's like a spooky movie, man. Anyways. All right, now we shall remove the second connector. This one we must be even more careful. There's twice as much at line stake. Oh yeah, we gotta put some juice on here. I don't think we have to, but I think I waited too long with that break and snap. We're just gonna put a little tiny bit just to get the iron all nice and juicy. The iron like it when you put some of that flux on it. Welcome to the really twisted Cajun accent. Probably not, man. Where the hell is that from? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. Well, hold up there, buddy. I need you to melt. Melt like your mama did. There you go. All right. So we're going to have to reuse this guy. That means we got to remove the solder that's within, which is the name of my upcoming album, Sid Heresy, The Solder Within. I'm kidding. It's actually a series of romance novels that I'm working on. There's Succulent Solder, Sensuous Solder, Serpentine Solder. That one's kind of more of a thriller than... well, it's a sensual thriller. There's lots of banging in it. And then... yeah, they're not really romance novels, really. More like... well, the high courts have ruled it pornography. So, you know... but it's, I mean, there's a story, there's not, well, there's a setting, really. There's not much of a story. There's more of a setting and a time, you know, morning, evening, middle of the day, middle of the night. That one's really popular, you know. Yeah, I'm really hoping to take solder to new levels with these sensuous, erotic tales. All right. Whatever. Whatever. I give up. Oh my gosh, did you guys see this? Maybe I should look it up and show it. There is a device that Hacko makes. Here, actually, let me just find it. I'll be mad if I don't. I gotta go to Hacko's website here, I guess, because I'm not that I found it. Desoldering stations, desoldering tools. Oh my God, where the hell is it? I gotta find this thing. I'll tell you what I man, I am killing it today on those jump in the battle. I feel bad. I feel a little bit bad. Where is it then? So there was a device. Maybe I made it up? Maybe I dreamt it. I have had a lot of dreams lately. They're sweet, though, and they are made of thee. I mean, who am I to disagree? I've traveled the world. No, the seven seas. But everybody is looking for something. Okay, I give up. I don't know what it is, but there was a thing that I guess you put like a spool of desoldering, solder braid on, and it would dispense it out like what? Probably about 2 or 3 centimeters, and then cut it and then drop it And it was really expensive. I can't remember. That's why I was trying to look it up, actually. I wanted to get the price quote right. Where the fuck did I see it? Let me check one other thing I could think of. Oh my gosh. Hacko. Solder braid. Yeah, maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. I can't find it anywhere. Look at Hacko's store on Amazon, because that's where I would have seen it. They got the 200. Oh, hey, there's the old tip cleaner. Oh, yo. Yeah. They have another one now, and that one's cool, but I kind of want this one. Man, I don't know what to tell you. Would it be under rework, maybe? Should it be plates? No. Desoldering is going to be the vacuum. They're not going to have my weirdo tool. What's more? Tips and novels, related products, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, there's the new one. And that one's great and all. This one, these are great, but I like that thing because it reminds me of those videos where they destroy things and they put the like bikes and old bikes and like cans and engine blocks. So I want that, but for a soldering iron, and I don't want to destroy the iron, I just want to clean. But it would be kind of like it. Feel close. I guess I made this up. I don't know what happened. I can't find it. Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to misrepresent there. But I can't figure out why I can't find that weirdo part. We were looking at who was it? I think we were looking at Hacko. Whatever. I'm done. I'm bored with it. This is boring to me. Boredom has set in. I am for it. Della Morte, welcome in. Some of them are abused, yeah. Hold your hand. Moving on. Hold your hand. Moving on. That song still slaps hard, right? I don't know why. The old Hacko? No, this thing looked like a new Hacko thing, because I didn't even know people wanted to cut strips out like that. I didn't know we were doing that. I've seen people do it, but I thought that was just something for fancy people. The fanciest. Dude, Okay, I'm back to thinking about it again because I was trying to close the tabs out and then I was back at their website and I'm like, they have to have it here if it exists. Let's do related products. It's got to be in here. It's got to be. If it's not in here, it doesn't. It's velvet. It wasn't a dream. It was real. But that one looks like you have to turn it like a pleb with your hands. I want the one that is powered by human souls or batteries. So maybe that was it. I don't know now. Now we're getting some real content, some cataloged content here. What? What? I'm sorry. What? Why do I need a $1,300 axial lead former? And what separates the 153 axial lead former from the 154? What exactly is an axial lead former? Dude. Look at that. You can't cancel that either, and you can't return it. Like, once you get the axial lead former, you are married to it. Shotgun wedding. Dad's in the back with a shotgun. So you can't even run out of it. There's a robotic one for $1,500. That's probably where we'd want to go. That's what I might say. Oh! Wait, that sounded like Foghorn. Or no. Sam Kennis? No, with the guy with the 6 shooters and the cow. I don't know. Guys, we got none other than Synth Lab. Yo, 38 months, mate? Damn. 153 is for the boys. 154 is more of a man's axial lead former. I don't mean to disparage anyone. I'm just telling you the truth is, once you enter into a commitment of no cancellation, non-returnable, well, that's a bond even God can't break. So you are stuck with it. Jesus, what the hell did he? I still don't quite understand anything, really. Wait. Solderless feeder and slicer? What? Wait, so... Okay, what? So if I had a 0.6 millimeter, which I have, what? This cuts the solder wire to expose the flux core? Well, it's a good price, too. I mean, look at that. You can't argue with that. It's like under $500 there. Dude, that is... Why, I guess, is where I'm at. I don't understand why you need that other than to, impress a mate. Wait a minute. So let me look at this guy real quick here. So this is the 153. Lead cutter and former for axial components can be used for forming and cutting, forming only, or cutting only. You had me at forming and cutting, but you can do them individually? Hold on, ladies. Lead cutting operation for taped components can be continuously performed using the same size settings once they are made. Sealed ball bearings provide stability and efficiency. Unique component removal pallet protects components from damage caused by the leads touching while being removed. Wide adjustment parameter. Weird, man. So this would take a bandolier of like resistors. You could feed them in and it would bend the leads at the correct space. I'm half asking, but I think this is what I'm understanding. It beads them it moves them at the right place, you know, so they're bent and they would just drop right in. And it cuts them, the leads, at the length that you know, whatever you want, so that's the only time they're going to get cut. So once they drop in, you would wave solder it, and or flip it over and solder whatever, but they would be just at, you know, poking out the right length roughly. But that's cool. I mean, I think that's taken the DIY a little too far, though. You just do surface mount. Dude, that's wild. That's absolutely wild. All right, let's look at where was it? It was on this page, or was it on the first page? I think it was on the first page. There it is. Get down here. So this is the thing that I dreamt about, and it is real. And it is powered. I was right. Yeah, it has like a little drawer where it shits out your little solder braids. And then you can glue them to your face for Halloween to be Solderella. Queen of the solder people. The solder goatee. Yeah, this is, how much is this? Okay, that's a little stupid, but it's a little reasonably stupid. I like doing it the old-fashioned way. Crying. I mean, stringing it along and crying. I know, that's how all hacko shit is. It's just like, it's dumb people prices. It's like they're still trying to pay R&D on this stuff, and you're like, I don't know how much R&D this tip cleaner really ran compared to a thermally controlled pair of dual iron tweezers. I don't know, I feel like a $30 gap seems a bit inaccurate, but that's how a lot of companies do, is they'll sell these to labs and whatever, and they'll sell like 100 of them, you know, they'll sell so many of them for each station, and then they may not sell as many of these. They'll kind of, you know, obviously the markup is big here, probably not that big here. But there's a lot of companies that, like Guitar Center is the same way. They really make all their money off of guitar strings and straps and fucking reeds for your saxophone and stuff like that. That's where the what the hell? Why is this $100? Oh, it's for the micro tweezer? Does it have like the little sensor to power it down or something? No, it's just fucking stealthy look. No, wait, nope, that's just the fucking, yeah. Oh, it's for the tweezers, my bad. My bad. Anyways, we're looking at stuff we can't possibly afford right now. But it is nice. All right. Nah, oh, look at that. There's a little question. Oh, we could ask a question. We could be like, hey, why this cost so much? No, they're cool company. I think it's a weird model for that, but it is what it is, you know. They're still around, so they're not. They must be doing something right. Yeah. So the idea, Hayes, is I'd like to get the next station. I'd like to get would be a dual channel, and I'd love to get some hot tweezers, and then I'd like to. I'd like to have a nice, you know, a standard pencil, you know, or whatever, you know, the iron. But then I wanted to also look into investing in a micro soldering iron for like super fine work. That's a couple of bucks. I think the pencil itself is like $2 or something like that. But then the tips aren't cheap. But I think someone was telling me there's some way to get them cheaper. Like, it's really just an MSRP markup, and some people will do it, but if you find people that just sell it for, you know, a 20% profit or whatever, they're, you know, a reasonable profit margin. Define reasonable. Oh, scheisse. I felt like, well, I know I dab. I don't know if I did the dab, so let's just do that again. Yo, it's crazy. I'm looking at this guy. And it's pretty similar, but there are differences. There's only 3 of these connecting, so I think it's a pair. Pardon me. You can't really tell because it's S&D soldered, but it'd be funny is if there was 3 pinholes just poking through. This is wild. Like, look how this. So this is a double-sided board. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they did any more layers. I think it's just 2. And there's a lot. So it looks like the other side, though, is just a ground plane. It's part of this shielding. That's a cool idea. That's a good way to go. That makes sense. That makes sense, yo. All right. Let me get rid of this garbage. Garbage, be gone. Oh yeah. And I thought I was just a blob of solder. That's like a song by Smashing Pumpkins. And I thought that I was just a blob of solder waiting for the world. Sorry. Just had to. Desire. All right, let's desolder this with the power of desolder. So we got our iron at max temp here. There's one. Okay. This guy might be a little bit of trouble. Might have to give it our special attention. I think that pulled out. Yes. All right, so there's a couple ways we could tackle this. Violence. We could try from the bottom up. It's really hard to see it. Oh. No, it's just a light. I think we should just put a little bit of solder in it and try again. Hopefully that's enough. We'll find out here in 2 shakes. Not a good sign. Dude, it's like it mocks. Laughs at me. It is kind of on the other side. I could maybe get the pin to sit in that pocket there. I also do the wire thing. Yeah, let's do the wire thing. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Wire thing, be my guide. Thank you, wire thing. You are truly the real MVP. All right, which one's busted? Which one's... Yeah, this one. So we got these 4 wires... These 3 wires... But we probably need to clean them up just a tiny bit. They're not great. Let's just put it that way. They could be better. Let me use the cheaper stuff because this is not going to be that hard to do. Only I had a thing that could cut this solder braid up into 2-centimeter strips. If only. And it was under $200. So my plan here is not to really have much of a plan. I'm just going to use these tweezers so I don't burn my flesh again. I mean, this time. And I'm just going to heat this up. A little smoke. That's good. Let's do the same over here. smoke. That should be good. I think I'm clearing it off. I don't know, man. That one looked still a little dirty here. Alright, that sucks. Kind of got the wire a little hot there, but if you don't tell, I won't tell on you. Yes, I have dirt on you. Don't worry. I always keep information like that close. Oops. I just broke this thing and dumped this thing. Let's try this again. There we go. Alright, so should be able to fit these pins in, God willing. I didn't get so much stupid plastic on this one, like an idiot. Oh my god. Fucking jerk off. Alright, back in the holes. Oh. Maybe. This one's kind of hard to get here. There's 3 of them. Oh, son of a bitch. I had 2. I had 2 out of 3. There was a chance. Third one wasn't going to be that hard. I was just trying to do these because they look difficult. And they are. Okay, there's... Oh, man, I almost had that guy in. I gotta get this guy ready, too. Is that... Oh, my God, this sucks. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can even get these in every hole, because maybe the holes are tinier. That's what she said. Oh, my God, she might have. You mean Sheena Easton, right? Sheena E. Okay, there. Oh. Isn't that the other one? Isn't that the last pen, or is that bending? It is bending. You son of a bitch. Okay. It's on. Like Megatron. And the Funk Phenomenon. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to get it to sit in its pocket here, because it'll be much easier to snodder. I think. I hope. Here, I'm going to kick it up slightly, just to give it a little bit of that elevation. Let's kick to this. Alright, that is our target. We're going to come at it with 480 C, well over the recommended amount. In fact, I'm hearing myself saying all this out loud, and I already melted the cable once. So let's go to a respectable 380. Hey, Marza Panda. I didn't realize that was you. I think I'm missing people in chat because I'm insane. All right. That is a good connection, as they say in the Navy. I think. I don't know. I would say it if I were in the Navy. But I'm not. No. Okay. So, I think, yeah. That's all we gotta do, dog. That's all we gotta do. Let's put this guy together. And then we'll We'll do the same to that one. I think we can actually just press this one in. We just won't connect anything. And that way we'll have those parts if we need it for anything. Because if we want to swap it out, we could probably swap the connector. I think they're the same. They look pretty close, but this does have a... can't remember what it's called. Is it a bushing? It's basically slotted so that it won't turn or anything like that. It's a rectangular shape, so it may not work. May not be an option to swap those out. But for $13, might be worth it to find out. Just to be absolutely sure I did. Okay, I just want to make sure I put the right part back in, because that went pretty smooth, and that's weird. That's a weird sensation when things go smooth. That's not right. There must be dark forces involved. Dark forces, like the devil. Beelzebub, Wormwood, any of his minions. Srot, they go Roddy. I don't think that's a real word. Just made that part up. It's called improvisational nonsense, and it's something I am very, 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 very good at. Isn't that right? Yes, it is, you son of a bitch. Don't call my mom a bitch ever again, all right? Okay? Yeah. Now you feel really stupid, don't you? Huh? You're lucky I don't send 24 volts through you. Yeah, you wouldn't like that at all. Through your little battery pack? Huh? You want that? No, you don't. You're only made for 3 volts, but I can send like a ton. And those diodes might kick in at one point, but you don't know for sure. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, that was very rude. So I don't know what to do with this now. This guy's just like in my... Man, this thing is tightly packed. It's a movie I'm gonna be in. Said heresies in tightly packed. Not an adult erotica. He wanted to make that perfectly clear. In this non-adult erotica film, Sid discovers true love with a whale in a platonic relationship that transcends all humanity. Now I don't want to... I'm regretting everything I'm doing here. I'm going to put wires on this because I'm worried that this is going to ground out and it's going to like... I don't know. I don't think anybody would try to put batteries in this and run it, but why find out that they would? Why test your chances? So I'll just wrap some tap on this, and if we could, I know we already had a little secret from earlier, but let's just add to that secret, okay? You don't tell, I don't tell, nobody has to know. It's cool, right? I don't have to tell anybody about what happened. And you can keep your job and I can stay happy, you know? Happy guy, that's good stuff. I think this music is slightly making me turn into crazy horror mode. Oh shit, is this not gonna let me? Is it that plush? Jesus, these guys are insane. No. There's. Oh, because there's a screw here. Dingus. You dingus. Hold on there, you dingus. There we go. Ah. I put batteries in anything. Problem is I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, there is a level of know what I'm doing, but there's also not. There's a big not, like massive not. So I'm just not gonna find out if that's gonna cause a problem or not. Some things you're just gonna err on the side of caution. Yeah, this guy is beat to hell. It's kind of funny, the antenna's totally different. Maybe, oh yeah, well, you know what, and this one is older, that's right. So, this one says Shure Brothers, but then this one says Shure Incorporated. So this is a later revision, and this was an earlier one. Which is funny that the newer one is, well, actually, no. I guess, I don't know. I guess they both kind of ate shit. These antennas do tend to break. They're not... They're not the greatest. All right. Well, I think we're good with this. I don't really have a way to test this. This doesn't have like a metering of any sort on it. And this is... Well, it's incompatible with my receiver, but I believe it's out of range for my receiver. So it wouldn't work in so many ways. But we'll that's funny. There's a lot of changes now that I realize that I didn't really was thinking about, like, oh, this says Shure Incorporated, this says Shure Brothers. So the Shure Brothers one didn't have the copper tips or gold tips or whatever the fuck. These are just straight 10, but these are lasting longer than those. That's... But the antenna block idea was a bad idea. This is a good idea. It's easy to fix. It doesn't have a weak point. This one does right here on the top. And then everything else is kind of similar. There's definitely some gut differences, but I don't know. What's up with that? I'll text the guy tomorrow and be like, hey, I did this, and if you'd like, I can do these things, and see what they want to do. I'll look a little bit harder at this picture. Well, I guess I could do it right the fuck now, but honestly, I think it would fit. There's only one tiny little difference. There's this like slot here. I don't think we have that, so I think it'll be okay. I think it's well, should have looked, but I guess I could look at the video later. But I don't know. It might be worth it to try. Oh shit! just unplugged my headphones by standing on them instead of standing by them. All right. Let's see what's up for. So we've got a bunch of NLC modules. We worked on one. What was it? Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday we worked on one, and that was I put it away, but it was the Tinkle. Unfortunately, I neglected to get a component for it, which is like this really kind of unique quad op amp, I guess, or it's not unique, but it's just, I didn't have it. So, at least in SMD, I didn't even look if I had it in through-hole, but I don't really have an easy way to convert through-hole to SMD. I have them for the other way around. But that's mostly for prototyping, because you can just put those things on a breadboard, because sometimes it's harder to find PDIP packages. Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So we got the NLCs, and then here, I gotta show you guys. I'm just rambling. Oh shit! Look at that! Listen to that saxophone. So here's what we have done so far. Here's where we're at. We have, I don't know how many. Let's see. We've got the de-escalate, Fourier, coral generator, cellular automata, voltage controlled ADSR, resonate, my favorite. LD Rama, clump, a mult, oscillator, or I don't know how you really say it. Sirius filter, the Genie, the AR sequencer, and the Let's Splash. So 1, 2, here, is it 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 15 here. Is that right? What? Yeah. Okay. So this is did you pull I did. My favorite. Now it really is. This Resonate is badass. We'll look at it, we'll flip it on the back real quick. It is a little bit of a doozy to do. You've got a ton of these. You've got 8 of these NSL32 Vactrals, or he says to roll your own, but I just use these. They're easier. And they're inexpensive. And then, but you do have all the components there. It gets kind of crowded, but it's not too horrible. If you do it in the proper order, you're G to G. You know, it's not going to be an issue. I'm trying to think of something that's worse than that, but this guy's kind of was a bit of a pain, and that's the oscillator. But we've got that panel done. And thank you, Marzipan. And now we're working on this panel, and we've got the Fig, or I can't remember how you're supposed to say it, Frolic. We have a gator. We have a dual low-pass gate. We have this 2 shall pass finished up here. We have the DP filter, the Helvetica scenario, the F-kit, the mix, the Chomel, and the Lux. To build for the next month, I really want to try to stretch this out, but I just don't think that's really a reasonable expectation. A more reasonable expectation is that I get into a series of slip and fall accidents in which I sue for bunches of money, and then I can take that money and fund this with those slip and falls. I'll be all Slippin' Sid, you know? They'll know me as that. Eventually it'll wear thin and people will catch on, but not before I get out with like $20, $30,000. That's good money, man. Might be permanent injuries, but you know, I'm old. I really don't feel like doing a lot of work anyways anymore. You know, that doesn't sound fun. So, that'll be cool. It'll be cool. Yeah, I mean, right, Caterpillar, you got to do what you got to do. It could be a lot worse. I could be dancing, you know, again. For those ladies, well, I mean, technically, they were more like animals, like creatures, just screaming, more, put it on, put more on, make it look bigger. Just driving me nuts on and on. It was weird. They thought the crying was really funny, which made me cry more because I am a people pleaser. I can't help it. But, you know, I got out of there with my $52 and the story, you know. Yeah, it was interpretive dance. I was a leaf falling from a tree in the fall. Okay, so modules. This guy's off the table right now. We need like a whole bloody day to work on the encephalo ingester. This is a job. This is a Saturday project for sure, not a Thursday project. We do have the Triad, which is a triple envelope generator. I agree, not the coolest thing in the world, but you know, neither are mopeds. Then we've got the triple VCA, which kind of, yeah. But what makes this VCA a little bit cooler is that it does have a fuzz overdrive distortion on the third one. Yeah. Go to in and out. Oh man. Divine CMOS is another one. This one's a weird one. I don't know what to say. I thought it was a clock divider thing, but it does all kinds of weird stuff. It does audio and CV and pulsing. It's weird. Nancy looks like DC. Right? I kind of liked that. Honestly, that it looks almost like that. I'm really hoping, like, one of my goals, because my buddy was asking me about, like, why are you doing this? This is insane to build this system. I was like, well, one, I'm a huge fan, and I just think it would be awesome to have. And two, I want to bring more attention to NLC stuff. I want it to become more popular. I'd like that guy to, I don't know, you know, get some sort of recognition either in the scene, which I think he already has, but further that, and then, you know, maybe make a couple extra bucks so he can buy more cool tools and other old synthesizers, you know, get some partying money. Yeah, his stuff is another world. I mean, I can't even describe to you what the fuck the Divine CMOS is. Ooh. I have, we've got 2 valve morphications. These are probably gonna take a little bit of time, like the encephalo, so this might be a Saturday thing rather than a Thursday thing. Now we have the dual VCO. Now this is all through hole, but we will be ignoring that as much as we possibly can. There's a bunch of vertical resistors, so we're just going to put 805s in there. as long as we have them all. This is an older design, so it's kind of might be a little bit of a challenge. But if to anyone that's out there that's interested in a good through-hole project, you can go to Nonlinear site. There's literally a category that says through-hole that you can click on, and it will it'll bring up all the projects that are completely through-hole based. He later kind of got into a hybrid thing where he do, a little bit of half and half, 70-30, whatever, 60-40. But then eventually he just went all SMD. And if you're not there, if you're not in for the SMD, totally get it. Get your through hole on, and you can definitely get that. One of his cool projects, probably one of his best projects, is the Sloth. And it's not a very difficult project. There's like maybe 12.5 components. It's not very many, and it's customizable. You have like 4 different ways that you could make it that are listed on the site, from fast to slow. And so depending on what you're interested in it doing, Apathy which is like the second one down, and I think is the way to start. But you be you, baby, you be you. You could easily, they're very inexpensive, so you could easily buy more than one. And it's all through hole. It's not very difficult. It's a little challenging because it's a little crowded, but really look at yours, and you'll be like, oh, yeah, this will be fine. The oscillator on the dual VCO, I believe it is a Vactral. Here, let me pull it up. So that's what I was just talking about here. So here's through hole. And that's all these projects. So we'll go to dual VCO. With not great tracking stability. Oh, it's an OTA, so it's built off of an LM13700. There. And they don't have the greatest tracking, but if you build the components, I mean, I don't know, if you do kind of a nice and tidy job, you can usually get away with it. Yeah, right? I was going to say OTA based, but I wasn't positive. I couldn't remember. Couldn't remember for sure. But yeah. So that's going to be that, which is a real popular. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but the LM13700. If you're interested in electronics and you want to try some stuff, get that chip. You can find tons of schematics. The data sheet on it has a bunch of schematics. You can do so much with it. You can make an oscillator, you can make a VCA, you can make a filter with it. You can do pan pots. I mean, it's super, super versatile. It's a really interesting chip, and it's not terribly expensive. It's a little bit more expensive these days in PDIP format, but still, buy like a few, and just find a builder that you like, and get the components that they recommend for that build, and go with it. Hey, SynthLab, did you see the one before? So that's page 1. That was page 2. This is page 1. We've oh man. And then we have a third page, but we still got to fill this up. We're more than halfway done. We're more than halfway done, which honestly, I know I'm sure I've said it before, but that really fucking, I got really excited. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna have the cheddar. It's because I kind of went overboard before, and but I don't know. We'll see. I've got some irons in the fire. I mean, it's taken forever, but I'm hoping that once they can be brought home to roost, they will hit me with the money hose, and I will have synth money. Oh, synth money. Elastic strap with a buttload of LDRs. These are all made by non-linear circuits. This guy. I'll just go to. Is there? Yeah, you got that page. So, are you familiar with these modules, SynthLab, at all? This guy, he's got, I think, over 100 now. Really? So they're my favorite. I'm building a whole giant system. Well, giant. It's 6U, 104 HP of all his stuff. I won't be able to get it all in there. Here's the modular grid, but it'll basically be this size. Yeah, it's all DIY. You can find stuff. I mean, I built stuff for them in the beginning, so I'm always willing to do like consignment builds for anybody if they're interested. Because I want to be able to get everything under my belt, be able to say I've built every module. But I found out when I was working on Space Station that I can't even fit every module in here. Like, it exceeds this case. So I didn't really know what to do until I realized I could just get the guy that made that case to make me another one just like it. And then there will be two. But then I could put Space Station side by side, and then I'll have them all. Well, so we were talking about it. So it's all DIY, but you can definitely do his through-hole projects. Now, some of these are like these are, kind of laughably in here. This is like a passive attenuator. It's just a fader and 2 jacks. It's nothing crazy. But if you're brand new to soldering, or if you need to freshen up, 2 birds with 1 stone. And then you get into these things, which are a little bit more sophisticated. And then we're doing this module, and it basically is it looks like that, but we're gonna be replacing all of this with SMD. Yeah, like these caps, all this shit. I'm just gonna do SMD. Zoorich, welcome in. Good to see ya. Well, it's something to think about if you're wanting to get some stuff. So he does do, it doesn't show it on here, but he does have black panels as well. And if you really want some fanciness, Magpie Modular makes these gorgeous fucking panels for a lot of their stuff. So if you really want to get fancy with that, that's you can order just the PCB and not the other. It's weird. Oh, there's the sloth. So we were just talking about the sloth. It's probably the easiest, one of the easier projects that he has, and probably the most rewarding. It's not a lot of components. Yeah, there's like maybe a dozen components. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, we broke a dozen. 13. There's 13 components. 14 maybe. Oh, there might be a little bit more, but either way, it's really, really small. The this module, it's really, really cool. You can look it up on YouTube and see it. Basically, it does a Lorenz curve, which is this kind of, yeah, it's this. So it doesn't always stay in its same amount, and sometimes it gets stuck in the center. Sometimes it'll only rotate on one side. Sometimes it'll only do the other. Sometimes it'll get stuck in the bottom rotations. It does all these different orbits around these two strange attractors, and it's all analog. There are digital versions of this that are pretty cool in the Ornament and Crimes and so forth, but if you want an analog one, and furthermore, you can make it 4 different ways. So you've got Gore 292 coming in with that follow. Welcome into the channel. You've got the regular, I don't know what speed this is. I think this is pretty quick, but Apathy is kind of what I would recommend. And then you've got Super Sloth and Stasis Sloth, which get really, really slow, and that's the ones that have the really big caps. This is a pretty common one too, so you know, if you have difficulty finding the components, there's resources online, or you can always, of course, I'll help if I can. I mean, most of the time with through-hole, it's not too much of a pain. But that's something I would recommend. He's got so many modules. It's kind of crazy. They all have goofy names. Fourier is badass, but it's a big power hog. For one thing, it's about 100 milliamps, and I think it's more than that. And it's weird. You have to run it with like, I basically ran it with another oscillator and it works. Hipster is cool stuff. He has something called that, doesn't he? That's what we're talking about. Got the fucking... Yeah, the Ian Fritz Hipster. Yeah, this thing is a legend. This module is a legend. This is his take on it, but I've seen like other versions of it. Nothing in SMD. There you go. There's kind of an example of the black panels. They look really slick. I think that's a graphic, but you can find photos of them online. It's not too bad, but yeah, I cannot recommend this stuff enough. There's some very, very unique modules. I have a little list I'm working on right now, but I have about, I think like 30 or so of these under my belt. So I've built like a little under a third of this stuff. Now there's these new modules. Okay, these new modules are wild. I don't want to spend too much more time, but I have to bring this up because it's so fucking beyond weird. So it's a cluster of a bunch of different modules. It's really just kind of like similar to a surge panel, where you have a voice, which is going to be like different noise making, filtering, audio stuff, and then you have action, which is going to be a bunch of CV generation stuff. They're all put together in these panels, and they're from a thing called Cell F, which is this thing. Here's the panels. So let's go to Cell F's page, and I'll read this again. I do this about every stream. I still love it though because it's so freaking weird. But here we go. In the words of Mario Brothers, Super Mario. Cell F is the world's first neural synthesizer. Its quote-unquote brain is made of biological neural networks that grow in a petri dish and control in real time its quote-unquote body. That is made of an array of analog modular synthesizers that work in synergy with it and play with human musicians. It is a completely autonomous instrument that consists of a neural network that is bioengineered from my own cells that control a custom-built synthesizer. There is no programming or computers involved, only biological matter and analog circuits, a quote-unquote wet analog instrument. That's that project. It's pretty neat. It's definitely something to look into. I'm not going to bother with it. It's not really my bag. But I think it's kind of interesting that you have these panels, though. God, I can't read that. Does it just tell me? I don't quite get it. So we've got 2 tri-core VCOs, 2 LFOs, 2 low-pass gates, 3 VCAs, a spring reverb, a differential fractor, a jerk-off chaos generator, 2 281 envelope generators, which are Buchla, and sauce of ounce, which is like a kick. And then, oh, I just went to the same thing. And then action is a clock divider, quad boolean logic, a quad or a quadrature LF or low pass filter, the FIG, a VCO chopper, delay no more, Vactral pill, DP filter, sloth chaos generator, flip flop chaos, and offset mixer. It's funny, we have a lot of these modules already, so. But yeah, that's non-linear. That's a weird project. That's just something he offers panels for, basically. He has some other projects that are pretty cool that we have. But one of the other ones we have here, I don't know if we might have enough time to do it today. We could look at the panel. This is Carp Lust wrong? It's a pun off the name. Oh yeah, there's like 2 boards, and I think I have to go get that. I don't have a V32, so we can't do that one. I have to go get that chip. I mean, we could build it in advance, but that'd be dumb. This is Carpless strong algorithm. So there's the pun. And then we have the Moog mixer, which is an older one. So I don't know. We could start on the dual L. I kind of feel like we could do we could get away with the dual VCO. Yeah, I feel like the dual VCO, the Moog mixer, the VCA mixer, the triple VCA, triad envelope, or maybe the Divine CMOS. I think those guys are on the table. I know we could put it up to a vote. Let me see if I can put a vote together. Manage poll, create poll. Which one? CMOS, dual CO, and Moog. Oops. All right, the poll is away. Choose between triple VCA, triple envelope, Divine CMOS, dual VCO, or Moog VCA. All kind of nice. These are all kind of cool products. I mean, I guess the VCAs and the envelopes aren't the most interesting things in the world, but they, you know. Neither is carrot sticks, but we still like them. Oh, we got a dab. I love it. Check something here. Supposed to get some food delivered. Oh, it's like groceries delivered, but I'm wondering when the hell that's supposed to happen. Oh, it says out for delivery. Let's see. Okay. We'll see if that happens. All right, dab. But yeah, you should be able to. This only works on Twitch, unfortunately. But if you're on YouTube, you could do 1 for triple VCA, 2 for envelope, 3 for the Divine CMOS, 4 for the dual VCO, and 5 for the Moog VCA. That's another way to vote. That would be... So far, it's looking pretty simple. Thank you for that. Thank you, BOS. We're we're having a poll on which module to work on next. We got the triple envelope, the triple VCA, the Divine CMOS, the dual VCO, or the Moog VCA. All of them can be yours. And the answer is triple. Oh, cool, the triad. All right, let's go. You have chosen wisely. Oh, scheisse. All right, I don't even need it. Oh. So, another really awesome thing about nonlinear circuits is the goofy shit he puts on his stuff. He just puts this stuff in different spots. I love him for it. As a young, well, as an early designer, early in the game, want to continue such things. I shall share one with you. I don't get the reference. I don't know who Paul Bartle is, but Paul Bartle made some great movies. Now, there's a 98% chance that's an Australian reference. And, but again, I don't know, and I'm just going to let it go because there's shit like that all over these boards. I'll give you another example. So on the Val Mortification, it says, Matt Damon! Literally written out like that. Matt Damon! I don't... Hope I can make it to Australia someday. Hang out with that guy. Have some tinnies. Okay, so let me grab the Slurp It boards for that. I wonder if they'll have funny little messages written on them. I'm not exactly sure. I'm just going to grab all these right now, and then we'll divide and conquer. You know, that's another module I was thinking about building again. I built the divide and conquer, and it kind of was janky, the one I made, and so I didn't know if I was like dumb and I built it wrong or what. What the hell are you? What? I'm like looking for the name on the board, and I see this is another example. Live fast, die GG. The hell, man? I don't think this is it. This could maybe. It has the right number of bits. Oh wait, there's. Oh no, those are caps. Why are there fucking caps on here? God damn it, dude. I want to put some. Yeah, this is it. So it's all on one board. That's slick, baby.
You can do it. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, I didn't say stop. I said keep going. Yeah. This is good.
All right. Dude. So this is the one that we have to spend like a Saturday on because it's going to take a long time. It's the encephalo adjuster. That's the inside. So there's a black box Vactral where you have an LDR in the middle here pointing up, surrounded by all these LEDs that will pulse around it. I'm saying that backwards. I don't know why I said. So there's an LED. There's 3 of them, and they are surrounded by LDRs. Sorry. So each one of these LDRs is adjusting a little bit of a resistor for all these op amps that are all on this board. So there's like 24 stages. it's all shared. Like you build like a little these like little discrete box inlets. Or no, you don't. So it's all shared. This whole area is shared together. So all of them work to it. And then the LEDs just pulse differently. They have like a little LFO thing built into them. Here, we'll look at it really, really fast. It's badass. Out of all the modules that I ordered, this is the one where I was like, I really can't wait to build, and I'm like, you should wait and do it last. That would be really freaking ridiculous. Stupid. You should do that. I advise myself to do that. There she is. Miss Encephalo Adjuster. So, there we go. That explains a little bit better. So there's an LED. There you go. And then they're just surrounded by these LDRs that are kind of in a parabolic shape around them. And then, yeah, it's a 3 sandwich bit. And as you can see, the top bit has that. Here, the actual build guide is really in depth. There's a bunch of pictures in here. So here, yeah, let's do this really quick. This is how it works. So each one of these are the LEDs down here, and they have this pulse where they all pulse together, but they're feeding each one of these consecutive arrays of an op amp and then having this LDR go to ground. So it would favor ground. So here, I'll zoom in a little bit better. So you have the LDR there to pull it in and out. But it goes on and on and on, over and over and over on top of itself, which does that phasing effect. And I guess, I don't know the math, but I guess that this would be 24 stages, I think is what it is. I forgot what it was said. Let's see. Here, I gotta click on it again. Boink. Let me look. He says it. The deal, yeah, it's a 24 stage. So that's the number of op amps you need. So you build a little box here, and you'll put the other pins here, and that creates your kind of light box. And they have space and everything to work, and then you have this board sandwiches onto that board. But that's just how it interfaces. There's not a box being built or anything. It's just... And that's that. It's pretty wild. Yeah, here you go. This is their album cover photo, but I really want to build this. I have these LDRs. I might need some more. I don't think I have enough, because there's like 24 of them. I think, what is it? 4, 8, 12, 16, yeah. So I don't think I have 24, so I might need to buy some more. I want to keep them all from the same batch. So I might just buy a fresh new bag of them. I love board sandwiches, extra bits of mine. Yeah, you know, I've really appreciated them too. Initially, that was a thing with Eurorack, is like getting it all down to one board, or sandwiching the boards, and I was kind of like not into, because that's the complete opposite of what I was doing prior, which was mounting them on brackets, and they would be at like a 90 degrees, so they would be more like, you know, old school cards or whatever. And then and that's kind of how 500 series is, and so forth. But that was what I was emulating. But Eurorack doesn't play around with that at all, and it's like, no, just do it, you know, change the axis 90 degrees and just go use that as your depth. Like, you can only have so many boards before you start to run into the back of the case. So this would be a deep thing, but it doesn't matter, because like as you guys could see from those rails in the casing, there's no back. They're all going to be exposed to the inside of the case, which we need to work on soon. I need to get the power supply up on here and build like a little AC attachment thing, and do a quick test, make sure that it's working, and then do a little testing on it, make sure it's working correctly, and then we can sign off on that power supply. While we're at it, we have another power supply we need to do the same rigmarole to and test out, make sure it's all good. Check something here. Okay. You know what? Another thing interesting about with the board sandwiches is we were working on, and we still have this project. We might work on a little bit today if we end up blasting through this really quick. I don't know. Probably not, but there is a project that we were working on where we were taking CGS stuff, Cackerel Synth, and taking these schematics, which are not so great, to be honest with you, and putting them in KiCad, and then the idea is I'd like to basically turn them into Eurorack formatted modules that are nice and sleek and SMD and all that. So we started working on that, but we were working on this particular module, and here, let me see if I can squeeze this in better. Oops. Oh, you know what? I can just do this. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. Oh, I need to squish it in more, don't I? Anyways. So this is the V8 engine simulator, and I wanted to make it a pretty small 8 HP width, and we started to work on it, and I realized, like, you know, if I have to put all these jacks and knobs and switches in there, there's just not going to be any room for all these components, because it's quite a bit of stuff. Like, even though these are surface mount, it's still a lot. These still take up a lot of room, and there's no way to break these up. You know, like it's not like, you know, oh, I can take a TLO-74 and turn it into 2 TLO-72s. There's nothing like that available. So I was kind of like, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll have to make it bigger. And then it dawned on me, no, I don't. I'll just put a bunch of pins along the edge of the board, and I'll have one board that's just the interface for the knobs and the jacks, and that will sandwich to the other board, which has all the business going on. And since they're pins and they're along the edge, it will, and I can assign them to whatever the hell I want, it will be infinitely easier than trying to squish all this crap in. And I can get away with it. I could be able to get these packages to fit and get their support components and everything. Because I was like, you could do it. You just, these pots are in the way. And then that's when I was like, wait, you could do 2 boards. I think I have that project. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Because I was looking at it earlier. Yeah. So here. So here's what I'm talking about. I was like, oh, this just eats up all the real estate. There's just not enough room. And blah, blah, blah. Actually, I don't know why I did it this way. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Wait a minute. Why did I do it that way? Oh, right. The external clock. Yeah, you switch between the two. Yeah. I did it because the panel was that way. Yeah, you've got... It's fine. But yeah, as you can see, it's just not going to fit. But if we took these and put them on here, there'd be plenty of room. Put them in a row and associate them with each other. It wouldn't be that big of a problem. And then pins, and they'd spider out, sandwich. And I'm gonna try. I'd like to put a little spacer so that I could have a screw on each side. So once you're done, you can screw it. Because that is one of the few complaints I have with NLC is a lot of his stuff doesn't have a screw for a spacer. That isn't integrated. So like a lot of the times you go to take something apart and like you pull it out of your case and like, one part of the board comes out and the other one's just sticking out and it's just plugged into the power supply, which I mean isn't the end of the world, but it's someone who got one of those and isn't very electronics friendly, they might have shot themselves. Once they did that, they'd be like, oh no, I just broke it. But no, you'd have to work at it to really break it. But either way, that's a qualm. So that's something I feel like, all right, I'm going to make sure I do that because I could always improve on that. Did I just take the... God damn it. God. Sorry. It's been a long week. All right. All right. So this is not a sandwich. This is a one piece, which is nice. Should be easy to do. He marks the footprints on the other side, which is always kind of weird. But it lines up with the deal. So this says attenuation, and this is attenuation 1. So it lines up, but it's a little weird. Oh, so this does have some vertical resistors in here. Oh, I think these are for the power. Man, I don't really... I guess I could put them in there. I have the part. I just don't like vertical resistors. We'll do those absolutely last. Everything else we'll do SMD first. There's not a hell of a lot of it. Oh shit. I think I have these, the 555s. Let me make sure I have this component, because that would be embarrassing. That would be... I think I do. I think I do. I can't remember if I considered it, though, a silicon or a CMOS. Let's look CMOS, because I kind of have a feeling it's that. It's going to be in the back. We good. We good, because we need like 3 of these 555 timers. Now. No, not now, but later. Right, now. Just need. We don't need any of these. Well, nah. No, let's go the old-fashioned way, like our ancestors. Shit. I'm just gonna grab all 3 of these resistor books, because it just doesn't seem wrong. Seems right. Oh, dude. Dude. Oh, scheisse. Okay, so I gotta put this project away. I had this crazy KiCad thing up, and it was insane. Working on this, that was insane. But we are now working on... envelope generator. Here, let me pull this up for y'all. So, envelope generator. No, not that guy. I'm looking for the triad. Or attack. I said attenuate, didn't I? I am a fool. Yeah, we should... You think we should do 3 different colors here? Or make them all the same? And then the question becomes, what colors, if they should be the same or different? Oh my God. I wasn't ready for this kind of level of responsibility when I got up today. I was hoping I would just, float through, drink a lot of water, try to eat less sugary foods. What do we got here? Let me see. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, so we've got diodes that are 4148s. That we could probably put our MELFs in there. Ooh, we can put our hot MELFs in those diode holes. Man, this channel just got a lot more PG-13. Yeah, this is fine. All this is fine. So we have like 3 components from the book of 100. We're gonna skip the middle book And then we just have these little tiny values. And then we have like okay, this is gonna be easy. I guarantee. Man, that's a timed reference. I barely remember the Cajun chef. Had like this really thick Cajun accent and a catchphrase. And he'd be like, I guarantee them ribs are gonna taste good, or this boiled turtle is gonna taste good. And it's always like crazy, like these alligator paws are gonna taste good. All this horrific food. I was always like, I don't know, man. I didn't think you could eat that. That's crazy. Your guarantees are frightening me. Oh, shoot. All right. So let's put... Yeah, here we go. We got that. Yeah, this will work. We can get this like an MC Hammer video and turn this mother out. Still trying to figure out the colors for the LEDs. That's gonna eat me up inside. Like 1,000 tapeworms. Kind of being really reflective. Let me turn this angle a little bit. There we go. That kind of helps. Also makes me kind of sad. Okay. Look and listen. Here, I'm going to throw 3 of these rude boys on here because that's all we need. Oh, shit. We have not blessed, we have not anointed this board with the fluids. I should probably not even put those there. I should leave it free so that we may anoint. I got a plan for that too. It's called picking it up with the bottom of my fingers. Picking them up with the bottom of my fingers. That didn't work. There's so many holes, I don't want to slide it down. I guess it'll be alright. And nothing came out. And nothing came out still. And they're all gone. But the top of the board is clear, so got that going for me. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know where they went. Yeah, they were talking about going to Cancun one time. Miami. One of them was from Miami, I think. Alright, well, that's kind of dumb, but that's what I get for what I did. That's what I get. Alright. Well, we'll just get some more, I guess. That's really weird, though. I really am confused on where the other ones went. Maybe they went inside this little track inside. It's possible. Oh, well, oh! Okay. Don't know how long those were there. Don't want to know. Just gonna anoint this board with the liquids. of the one and only Kester 951. Oh no, wait, this isn't 951. Yeah, it is 951. The holiest of juices. We will gaze as it evaporates. Although you probably won't be able to see the powder it leaves behind because it's white. And, well, you might. I don't know. We'll see. It's like, here's a before and after area. And there is light kind of hitting it. So, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go to the restroom really quick because that's how bodies work. And then we'll go ahead and start soldering all the dozen components onto this. And nailing it. Alright. I had a small grocery delivery. Like, right then. Oh, Scheisse. We got a game of basketball there. I don't know how far ahead Dowie is on that one. 4. Well, there's your answer. But anyone can jump in on a free-for-all basketball. Anyone. Free-for-all basketball is cool like that. Yeah, you can kind of see the powder there. Clear, 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 and then there's this kind of, it looks a little bit like the residue from the alcohol, but it's And it might, some of it might actually be, but what you're left with is pure, awesome flux. I like to put a couple of coats on there. Really slather it up. That's close. And it got kind of cold last night in the old casa. I almost thought about turning the heater on, but then I was like, I gotta change the filter. I don't feel like doing that. 39? Ouch, no. It's nothing like that. It's 61 outside. It's supposed to get up to 64. Brr. I got cold just saying that out loud. Like chilly cold. Now, 45 is the low for today or tomorrow. I'm not sure how it calculates lows. Oh, there you go. There you go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Whatever. I'm hoping the sun will heat up the house. Warm it up in here. Right now we're dealing with 75.3 degrees in freedom units, or 24.1 C in everybody else units. I'm kind of cold. I want to wear a jacket, but I'm trying to get used to the cold, so I'm just like, suck it up. I got mittens on my feet, and that kind of helps it out. The mittens. Oh wait, that's like a piece of crud or something. I don't know. We can get the vacuum out on that guy and destroy it. I don't know where these resistors are supposed to be. I haven't quite figured that part out yet. I'm going to put them in a spot, and then we'll figure that out with our eyes. Berto coming in. Berto Mill coming in with the... Oh, and scoring a quick point there. A possible upset in the future. Let's see how this one plays out. Pretty decent deficit here in the game. But that's kind of the beauty of... Oh, and anyways, how about the sky? Pretty cool thing, the sky. Oh, the sky, not this guy. So these are 200Ks, but this is a 10? What kind of outrageous bullshit is that? What are they teaching my kids in school? If I had them. Kids. So there's 200Ks, but the thing called for 3. So where's this third 100K, huh? Where is it hiding? What does it know? Our investigators find out. Yeah. The unintended vias. No, those have traces. They're just really weird traces. Sometimes you'll do a via though just to create a plane. So like when I'm doing a board, I'll connect I turn off the ground net so I don't have to look at it. I do the power and everything last, so I turn those nets off and I just do signal nets the whole time. And then after that I start doing the power nets, and then after that I turn the ground on, but what I'll do is I'll do a ground plane on it, and then I'll start stitching with vias, because there'll be little islands here and there, and so I'll stitch, and I'll see like unconnected or unrouted nets, and I'll just click a via and that number will go down by 1. I'll click a via over here, the number goes down. You keep kind of going through and punching out those. I like to do that. And there's even like a benefit to doing like hashing of a hash pattern of those vias on there. If they're not going to charge you for them, go nuts. And those will those kind of they have different benefits, but mostly erotic. Hey, I found the other 100K. It was hiding over here next to the exact spot that it should have been. That was dumb. I like webbing the planes. Webbing the planes like my mama told me in the school. Well, you get like a even distribution, quote unquote, when you have that. But it just depends. Like I'm doing 4-layer boards a lot of the time, so I love my ground planes so much. I got so much ground plane on ground plane action. People just are like, "Are you ground planing, bro?" I'm gonna be like, "You're damn right I am." And then I take a bite of spaghetti. It's a weak spot. Oh, I should mention the vias are the vias are silk screened over. So they're in the board, but they're under the silk screen. So that you don't have like the hashing, anyways, just the hash stuff. The ones that actually were put in by man will be exposed, but all the ones that are part of the hashing are just they're covered with the silk screen. It's like a thermal thingy. You'll do it sometimes for thermal displacement on boards if you have like a regulator or something on the other side. Oh man, is that all I got? Oh shit. No, there's a little bit left. Come out. There, you son of a bastard. No. You're my bitch. Nah, I'm kidding. I could never say that to electronics. I could. Ooh, we got a stretch from Illuminated Sia. I like that idea. It's not a bad idea. I got up to go to the restroom, but I didn't really stretch. It was more of a scoop. Oh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I'm a plane. I'm the plane boss. Man, does anybody remember Tattoo from Fantasy Island. The blame boss. Man. That guy had a wild life. Can you imagine? I mean, lots of. There's actually a really crazy movie called Forbidden Zone. Oops. He's in it. It's made by, I think it's Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman's in it, but I think it's like his brother or something like that. I can't remember the deal. It's a low budget movie, sort of. It actually has these really cool theatric 2D cardboard scenes for a lot of it, so it's very theatric looking, and I'm always a big fan of that aesthetic when it's done in movies and so forth. I always think it's kind of cool, and it's a weird choice, you know. It really forces the viewer to rely on the storytelling, I guess. I don't know. I'm just talking now. Booker T. Washington. Conan. After midnight. All right. I'm gonna put that in the recycling bin later. I'm gonna put it in the bin for now. I backed my car into a cop car the other day. We just drove off 5K. Those are teaching bad habits. Whenever you back into a cop car, make sure you disable it. Don't do one with the deer catcher. There's no way to win on that. Okay, that's kind of stupid. We shall de-stupefy it. Maybe. There's like a chunk of crud. And it's still stupid. What the ha ha, you son of a bitch. But I'm planning on just putting those. I'm not going, yeah. I might have to clean that out, but either way, I'm good. Upping you. That's how I roll. That's how I've been doing this for like the last couple months. That's my life. I've been thinking about making a video on it just to confuse and upset people. I feel like the hate will be palatable. Like people will literally just be in all caps on YouTube saying, "You can't do that," you know. But I imagine the cat, you know, at the keyboard when they say that, and so it kind of just makes me laugh. Which makes them way angrier. Right? But I'm cool with it, you know? I'm okay. I mean, people have opinions. And what's the saying? How's it go? It's opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink. Yes.
I'm just out here trying to solder this shit on fast as I can so that I can get the hell into jam land. You understand, man? It's a jam thing. That's why I'm doing this. It ain't for the well, I ain't nothing really doing it.
I don't know. I think it would be very triggering, and I know it would because it's ridiculous. It's stupid how I do this, but it works, so shove it. It's working so far. Oh man, I only have 5. That's so dumb. I have to crack into another one. Yeah. I might do it. One of my more popular videos I ever did was like one I took a clip from where we soldered a resistor chip on, and it was like the way you're supposed to do it, where you'll tin one side and then you'll heat it up and you'll slide the solder in, you'll slide the chip in, and then you'll go and tack some solder on the other side, and you're done. People, the most common comment I got over and over was like, you're using way too much flux. And I kept replying like, you must be fun at parties, or I don't think you understand. There is no such thing as way too much flux. I have no idea what those words mean. I was just like kind of trolling people back on it, and not too much, you know, just a little bit. And people did not think I was using an appropriate amount. I feel like it's like the equivalent of thermal paste and CPU builds. Like people are just, there's never going to be the correct amount. So you just should straight up be like, hey, I'm just going to put the wrong amount on here right now so that people can tell me that that's wrong. It's weird. Yeah, I agree. If you're having a hard time cleaning it off, then I suggest getting some different flux. There's different stuff out there. And I can recommend, depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it and whatever, you might prefer this flux. Might be better for you. Might be a better experience to what you're looking for. Me, I just bathe it in this shit. I don't care. This 951 flux, though, is fantastic. I recommend it to people doing SMD soldering if they are doing on the side-to-side. Now, it won't absolutely replace tacky flux. I keep using the rosin core that's in the solder itself to give me a little bit extra, but it's like you're working in this really nice area. So if you do end up having to add a little bit extra, like maybe you're having problems with like a dip package like this, you could go in and yeah, like this is going to be a pain since these are connected. You could go in with a little bit of tacky flux and so forth, but it's not like the board is covered in it. And when you cover it in tacky, it can be a little bit of a mess. And there is other types of tacky flux you can get that burn off faster. So all you're left with is just like a little bit of very little unactivated flux, mostly just, activated flux. It's already done and good. This powder stuff that comes in alcohol, cleans off with like almost one rinse of like one good splash of alcohol. It pretty much washes it off. The only flux that stays behind is from the iron itself, from the Kester 44. It's a little bit dirtier, but again, I don't care. It's not. It's having this stuff around kind of makes it a moot point. Speaking of moot, which way did I angle these other guys? I put them going the. Oh, I did put them in the right way. All right, let's have them go in the right way. Let's get weird. All right. There's like 6 of these 10Ks on here, so. Ooh, man, that iron looks like dog vomit. Looking like dog vomit. Not really tasty at all. Gonna make me sick. Dog vomit, yeah. Dog. Oh, come on there. There you go. Nice. All right, let's keep going. Cause there's a. Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. They're all right underneath here. I could have figured that one out, but I don't know. Whatever, man. It's good to take a break and reflect on how we got here. I used my feet. Some people crawl. Others float. I would like to be a floater. But whenever I search that on the internet, I do not get what I would like to see. No, no, no. No, the internet thinks a floater is something quite different. Quite disgustingly different. So, I kind of quit looking. Listened to Aesop Rock when he said, I hear y'all want to float. But there was no floating. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I think I need a sip. And oh yeah, I went to the smoking place. You know what I'm talking about. The legal one here, and I had to get my favorite of these dab guys. These things are so good. But they also had you can only get so much, so you can only get like 5 grams, so each one counts as 2. So I got 2 different flavors, and then I got a some butter. And but I also got some rollies or pre-rolls, and one of them is a pack of cigarette-shaped looking, like it opens up like a pack, everything. And I haven't opened up yet, but I don't know if I can do it on stream just because not for any like legality, because it's just it's perfectly legal. It's a product. No, it's not that. It's that I don't want to cry, on stream. It's kind of a rule I have, and that's a big milestone to something I saw years and years and years and years ago when I was a teenager. Well, it was actually more like years and 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 years ago. And some more years, actually. I think it was more in the years and years. But there was like a thing for marijuana legalization, and they showed a pack of cigarettes that looked just like a pack of Marlboros, but they were all like joints, and the idea of having like a pack of 20 joints was just amazing to me. But 10 is cool. 10 is a nice number. That's still respectable. I guess I should try one. I talked about it enough. Well, I don't know if I can get into these. Well, never mind. The bag is idiot proof. I can't overcome my idiotness. Oh wait, I got it. I got it. I wonder if I should keep. No, this bag brings me nothing but bad luck and heart disease. I don't know how much I want to show. So they open up like a pack. They have a flamingo on it. Flamingos are cool. Let me make sure this doesn't have any tobacco in it. Okay, just making sure, because this is a lot, and it's cut like how a how tobacco is. That's so funny. Totally. That's wild. That's cool. That's progress. That's what I've been. Yes. Yes, there's a paper filter in it. It's the kind where they're all like bunched up and so forth. It's not like a cotton filter. That would be sweet. I would dig a cotton filter, to be honest, but I don't mind a paper one. Probably. Remarkable. The future is here. You know, and this isn't to advocate for smoking in any way, but when I used to smoke, I really, really liked it. But I knew I had to give it up. Just one day, it just hit me like a cloud, like, I can't do this anymore. I have to stop. And I always kind of missed it. And then I kind of got into ganja, and then I kind of would visit it every now and then. Like, it helped me quit smoking, in fact. Because it was, you know, if I got that craving, I would just smoke a jazz cigarette instead. And it's a lot harder than it sounds when you're smoking one by yourself and so forth. And, you know, it just kind of gets rid of that desire to smoke while taking care of some of the things that come with it. Oh, right, Analog Jones, that'd be good. Well, I'm gonna tell you, folks. The 909 was an inside job. I've got the paperwork. Dude, this thing's freaking smokes. All right, let's solder these rude boys on, and then we'll move on. We really don't have that many components. Yeah, after these 6 10K, we have 3 4.7s and 3 1Ks. This thing is a very simple, very straightforward. We should look at it. Now I'm thinking about it really quick. Set a new user. No worries, mate. So this circuit, there's 3 of these, but here. So we're using the trigger input, and it's coming into this transistor, and that triggers the 555 timer. And that's how we get our in and out. Where's our... So we have our attack here. Oh, okay. And then... Oh, so it's in this cap. And the LED gets powered out of it too. It's not separate. That's wild. That's part of the envelope out circuit, is this LED. But I guess it acts as a diode too. Well, it is a diode, but it'll act as a... It does two jobs. That's cool. So that's not terribly insane. And that's kind of why we only have about 12 or 18 components. All right.